Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Can I Find Something I Love Within My Budget? This is a 12-part series where we go in $100,000 increments all the way up to $2 million, where we hope to help you not only make the best use of your free account at reloadedbaja.com by sharing with you a very important skill, which is using the MLS function, the MLS search function on reloadedbaja.com. So, and ultimately satisfy and make sure that you turn over every stone looking for the property that best satisfy your needs. So today we're covering the $800,000 to $900,000 price point. And what I've learned to do in this series is that as we go higher up in price, we're finding quite a bit of different properties, especially around the $300,000 to $700,000 price point. Even now, at the $800,000 to $900,000 price point, with ocean views and narrowing it down to 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms only, which, by the way, we can look for properties that are over 3 bedrooms. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Right now, we're looking at 2 and 3 bedroom properties exclusively to try to reduce the number of listings that we're showing. What I've done prior to recording this is I went through all of it, and I had a total of 65 properties approximately, and then I narrowed it down to the top 11 properties. And what this does is it'll share with you different areas like Loreto, La Paz, La Ventana, El Sargento, La Ribera, as we go all the way down to Los Cabos, including covering on the Pacific side places like Pescadero and Todos Santos. So if you'd like to follow along with me, my goal is to get this done in an hour or less. Okay. If you'd like to follow along with me, please go to reloadedbaja.com. If you don't already have an account, please feel confident to create one. The information that we ask you to share there, your name, your email address, and your phone number, is exclusively used by my team and I. That's it. And we use it only to communicate with you directly. It is not shared with anybody else. It is not sold and nothing like that. So again, the idea here is to provide you the best service and the best attention possible. So please feel confident to do so. And let's get started, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, perfect. And I'm going to just change a little bit of the format here, the layout. Hopefully this will show a little bit better on your screen as well as mine. Okay. All right, guys. So again, when you get to reloadedbaja.com, if you're going to do this along with me, go to the MLS search, type in property search, click on here, and ultimately it'll look like this. I've already selected the criteria for today's search. You can see it's Baja California Sur. We're going to keep it simple just like that. We want to look at everything in every area. And again, 800 to 900,000. Because we've already done the 7 to 800,000, we don't want to repeat those properties that are specifically at $800,000. So we add that one extra dollar. As I mentioned to you earlier, I'm trying to reduce this as much as I possibly can. 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms exclusively, 2 plus baths, all the way up to 4 within houses and condos. And I did select under the More tab, Ocean View Description. Now, again, what we're looking at right here is I found 2 properties in the Loreto area. I selected the one that I felt was going to be best to share with you. I found some more properties here in La Paz. This one here at 825, another one at 855. And as we go down here in Los Barriles, Lighthouse Point Estates, another house here in the East Cape area, east of San Jose. And as you can see, quite a few here in Los Cabos. So I had to hand pick a few of those there. And then we also hand picked some that you'll see here in the Pescadero Cerritos and Todos Santos area. So those are the properties that we're looking at. There's a total of 64 results, actually. Let me pull out a little more here. There's a total of 66 results overall within the entire area that we cover, from Loreto to Los Cabos and from the Pacific to the Sea of Cortez. So I handpicked the top 11 properties, and let's get started with those, and we'll go from the top down. And by the top down, I mean Loreto. Let's start off in Loreto. Okay. So as I always share with you, we want to look at the map, and this property here is located in the, and here's actually a question I want to point out to you guys. I'll try to do this as quickly as possible. The question is this. This is a property that is selling for $849,000. All right. And then there's this other property. And let me go back to the map here. And this property is found just about maybe 20 odd minutes south of the Loreto International Airport, south of main Loreto downtown area. Oops, right here. This is Loreto right here. So from here, this is the International Airport. This is the main Loreto area. If you wanted to come down to the Nopolo, this is the National Tourist Fund, the Fonatur area is what it's called, and where you'll find some hotels, golf course, etc. Now, this is again 20 minutes outside of Loreto and the International Airport approximately. And if we go a little further south, we'll find this other property at $847,000. But this is now about 45 minutes south, okay, of the downtown Loreto area and the International Airport, as you can see right here. What's the difference? And where would you put your money, guys? If we're looking at about the same price point, $847.55 and $849, I mean, there's not too much of a difference there in price point. Where would you put your money? Again, the location is very different. Here we're talking 20 minutes away. This is an existing construction. It's a little older, has a modern feel to it, obviously, as you can tell by the design here. Spacious kitchen, dining, living room area. Now, you don't have a view from this ground floor. Still has that kind of eclectic, modern, cement polished feel to it. Little study area. It has a deck on the second floor, outdoor kitchen, a little bit of a view. I don't know, kind of like an avant-garde modern feel to it. I don't know how to describe it. This is on a rooftop terrace on the second floor. You could call this like the third floor. And there you get this view of the mountains. And let's go back. That's your ocean view. Now remember, you are in an oceanfront gated community with golf course as well, 20 minutes away from Loreto. All right, approximately, right? Or at 847, again, golf course. This is a TPC golf course. You do have a hotel nearby with spa. There's also a spa, I believe, on site here, a gymnasium. The hotel has restaurants as well. You could always drive into town, I suppose. This is a newer construction, but it's a condo. The other one was more of a townhouse kind of. I think it was still a freestanding residence, if I'm not mistaken. They weren't too clear on that, but it's considered more of a house than it is a condo because it's its own foundation. Give me your thoughts. Put your comments down below. Let me know, what would you do with that $850,000? Would you rather be closer to Loreto and in that community over there at 20 minutes, or would you rather be in this newer construction TPC golf course 40 odd minutes away, 45 odd minutes away from Loreto? And I got to admit, you can still go fishing from here. You still have your kayaking. You still have your stand-up paddle, your hiking, your golf, all on site in a gated community immediately next door to a luxury resort, Villa del Palmar. You have restaurants, spa, gymnasium, all of those amenities. What would you do? Let me know. That's for 847, and the other ones respectively at here we go, about 850, 849. Which one of those would you be interested in? This is what you can get between that $800,000 to $900,000 price point in the Loreto area. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We're going on to La Paz now. And here in La Paz, this one, again, we always want to hit the map. We want to take a look at the hybrid map because that'll really give us a sense. Streets, show us some restaurants, everything, all the amenities are immediately next door. And again, I'd like to remind you guys, this is where the Malecon starts. This is where the famous boardwalk in La Paz begins, right here. And you're about 1 block away from the Malecon. You're already here at this marina area. So if you're a fisherman and you have your own boat, this is a great possibility. You're walking distance to your boat or walking distance to simply the fishing. You don't have very far to go. It's that simple. You are surrounded by restaurants and bars really close by. And again, the Malecon is basically like the entertainment hub, if you would, for the La Paz area. And if you like to, skate, jog, run, walk, bicycle, skateboard, or just simply stroll, I mean, this is a great, great area for you to enjoy some wonderful sunrises and sunsets. Even if you don't go all the way till the end and come on back, this is a phenomenal, phenomenal area. So again, great location with this one. Let's take a quick look. Now, this is Bean La Paz and the location. This particular construction looks like it's a little older. We'll take a quick look at that one. Whoever decorated this clearly has a passion with the sea. As you can see with some of these, like the porthole, the mermaid. Look at that. The sea motif, wave motif in that room. Looks like it's a 2-story. Is this a home or a condo? I thought it was a condo, but it seems like it's a 2-story, right? Let's take a quick look at this again, go a little deeper. It is a condo, 3 bedrooms, 2 full, 1 partial bath. In one of the best locations in town, this beautifully 2-story penthouse is located in the private community of Ocean Oasis, 1 block from the La Paz Boardwalk, with views to the marina and the ocean, the Sea of Cortez. And the layout of this property is perfect to have different environments in the same unit. Excellent community, beautiful common areas with one of the very, very few heated pools in town and grilling area. That's pretty cool. Interesting. It's now that we're starting to see properties like this come back on the market because clearly this was, and it doesn't show when it was built. Let's see here. Does it? I don't see where that it shows when it was built or the HOA information. So properties like this, they were built a little while back. And, those folks that had a chance to purchase them probably have been enjoying it since they purchased it. They'd likely be the very first owner of a property like this. And now it's coming onto the market as folks' lives start to change. And that means opportunity for those of you that are interested in a location such as this one. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So now we find ourselves, where exactly is this? Is this over in, yes. Okay, so we find ourselves back in the La Fortuna El Sargento area. I believe this is on the north end of El Sargento, right over here. And again, El Sargento is found about 45 minutes south of La Paz, right across from Jacques Cousteau Island, also known as Isla Cerralbo. Great diving, great fishing, snorkeling around the island as well. This particular little strait you see right here is very well known for its winds in this time of the year. From October to April, these north-south winds turn this area into a kite surfing, windsurfing capital. It is an amazing place. Lots and lots of folks come here from all over the world to enjoy that one activity. The winds are up between 11 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you want to enjoy a windless day or no wind, less wind, it's best to do that before 11 a.m. or after 3 in the afternoon. Again, or just go out and enjoy watching them rip it up, right? That's a really cool activity to do. This is one of my favorite locations. Let's take a look at that property. So you can clearly see right here the perimeter of the property. Looks like they have a little casita, or is that a storage area? This is the main house. Rooftop deck. So 3-car garage. Elevated pad. Peroda wood carpentry. That's that hardwood. Polished cement floors is what we're looking at right here. Nice views from the living room. Look at that. This is a beautiful little detail. It's a sweet little kitchen. Bathroom off the kitchen. Looks like it's a studio, little bedroom, office. Look at that view. And that's, I believe, from the master bedroom. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,400 plus square feet for $855. And there you go. The whale sharks. It is very true. The whale sharks is an area, the Sea of Cortez is an area you can swim tremendously with the whale sharks. And right now is that time of the year as well. We're just about to start our whale season with, humpback whales and gray whales. Although whales are here all year round, just different species come at different time of the year. Sometimes there's more than others. That's a nice little feature right there. Imagine hanging out in the pool and just letting that hit your back the entire time. Talk about relaxing. It's nice that they did these little murals, that adds a nice little sense of environment. It's cute. And there's a little casita there in the back. This could work phenomenally for vacation rentals. As you can see, you have these little areas out here. You could rent out that little casita and still live in the main house, or rent it all out altogether. During this time of the year, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very popular spot. What is this? Is this a hot tub? I don't think so, but if it is, that's an interesting one. And there's a view of the island. Surely they're on the rooftop here. And solar paneling, okay, obviously that helps a lot tremendously. Someone's a bird lover, or they're growing a garden, one of the two. And this will definitely help you make sure to keep birds out. And there you go. Now, there is obviously a lot. It's great that they're showing this. They're probably, maybe this is the owner. The owner of this house owns that lot, possibly. You could buy both. That'll help you preserve views. Already, this property is angled so that you can have a view in this direction. And it looks like there's already something built across the street. So no surprises with what's going on there. All right, cool beans. Let's take a look at the description. Exceptional opportunity in the vibrant community of La Ventana. Well, it showed it was in El Sargento. Maybe they put the pin in the wrong place. Perched atop Calle Tiburon. No, it's definitely in El Sargento. With direct access to Rasta Beach, this stunning property blends turnkey luxury with rare investment potential in one of the most desirable destinations of the Sea of Cortez. The residence offers 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a gourmet kitchen with resort-style living spaces that include a heated and cooled pool, rooftop spa. That is a spa up there that I noticed. And a full outdoor kitchen designed for comfort and efficiency. The home is powered by a 12.1 kilowatt solar system with lithium battery storage, supported by a Cummins propane generator for emergencies, secured with privacy walls, automatic gates, alarm, and camera systems. Thoughtful extras include outdoor shower with wetsuit, dry rack, foot bath, and garden drip system. That's a really cool house. I got to say, I like that. Me personally. But you know what? My opinion is not the one that matters the most. It's yours. What do you think about this one? Tell me. This property here at almost half an acre, that is a nice parcel of land. It doesn't mention the other. Why did they mark that lot in front. Is it possible that that half an acre of land, almost half an acre, encompasses those two areas? Those are some of the questions we need to ask this agent. And if this interests you, let me know. Shoot those messages, guys. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this one is a property. Interestingly enough, as I was preparing for today's recording, a client sent me this listing early in the morning and asked me questions about it, which I'm still waiting on answers from the agent at the time of this recording. However, this property here is located just north of Los Barriles, as you can see right here, Los Barriles. And let me zoom back in just a little bit. Right around here, there's the Tres Palapas Baja Pickleball Resort. They put on some nice tournaments there. So if you guys are interested in pickleball, you have a lot of social and what's the word I'm looking for? Athletic activities, outdoor activities that you can really enjoy here in the area. So again, this property is on its way out towards the thermal beach, where there's some hot springs out there. And you can see right here, you're basically a second row property. All right, let's take a deeper look at this. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,700 square feet, 885,000. You can see right here, right along here is the road that will lead you over to the thermal beach, the thermal hot springs beach. Now, you're not going to get, I noticed earlier, you're not going to get a lot of ocean views with this property, and it does have a little bit of dated, if you would, finishes. That's up to you if you like that. You could always renovate it. Again, the location is really nice. You're in a great community. Second row, location, location, location. I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of folks that got here a while back, and look at this detail right here on this construction. When you're looking at these types of handcrafted artisanry. That's a lot of bricklaying right there. And these vaulted ceilings, see that? You don't see a lot of that anymore. I mean, even the patterns that they did, man, I would keep all that. Maybe just do a remodel, update it a little bit. You can definitely do a lot with this. I mean, look at the quality of that work and the condition that this roof is in. That is looking phenomenal. Yeah, you might make some updates. That's true. The tile work here, for example. I mean, if you like it, it is a little dated, but nonetheless, you have ocean view from your bathroom, other rooms as well. If I recall, this one does not have a pool, but I think you might have some space for one. And that's about it. See this right there? All right, let's take a look at what the details give us in the description. Welcome to Casa Serena, nestled in the tranquil Las Brisas neighborhood on a quiet dead-end street, offering peace and privacy with minimal traffic. Just steps away from the beach, you can easily launch your boat or kayak, take a stroll, or simply relax and enjoy the soothing sounds of the Sea of Cortez. The home is surrounded by a mature, well-established landscaping, 5 battery-controlled drip irrigation systems for easy upkeep. Unwind on the veranda while watching a variety of birds. Enjoy the fountain. Inside, you'll find many charming details, including beautiful brick ceilings done in the Boveda style in the living room, dining room, kitchen, and master suite. The living room and master suite have recessed lighting with the Boveda. An automatic gate provides convenient access to the spacious 648 square foot garage, and the roof has recently been resealed with 3 coats of elastomeric paint for added durability. You got to love those details. Come visit Casa Serena and in a serene and inviting home featuring colorful decor and furnishings, marble and granite tile, offering a perfect blend of comfort and style. So yeah, quite an interesting little piece of property there. The lot is almost 1/3 of an acre in size. It's a good size lot, 1,200. I don't think they did such a great job in showing off the lot itself in the size and what it can do for you. But that said, great location. All right, let's take a look at this one here. And this one, again, East Cape, I believe we're now looking at south of La Ribera in a neighborhood known as Lighthouse Point Estates. Now, this is a very interesting for me to mention. Here is La Ribera. Here is Lighthouse Point Estates. It only takes about 15, 20 minutes, depending on the condition of the road, if it's rained or not, to get to and fro La Ribera. In La Ribera, you will definitely find some small supermarkets and gasoline station. But along here, you'll find beautiful beaches, including in front of your own Lighthouse Point Estates private gated community, which has water and electricity, even though it finds itself in this extremely rural setting. You feel isolated, yet you are, like, again, 20 minutes away from La Ribera. And La Ribera, if I remind you guys, is about 40 minutes away from the San Jose International Airport, which you arrive at right here, and just about another, what I would say, well, because you have to drive this way and up that way, 30 to 45 minutes away from Los Barriles. Okay, so really great location, in my opinion. Great, beautiful, quiet, serene, and very well already, what's the word I'm looking for? Subdivided community. Although the streets are still unpaved streets, they're very well maintained. So let's take a look at this property here. Again, you have 24-hour security, water, electricity. And because of the HOA, you can rest assured that you're not going to have these ridiculously built up properties. Front row is single story. Second and third row are, I believe, a 2-story with possible rooftops, and the final row, the fourth row, I believe, will allow a 3-story building, if I'm not mistaken. So this looks like it was someone's spec home. They built it and they're looking to sell it now, right? There's still some finishing work to be done. Plenty of land for you to make use of. So again, water, first row, second, third row, and here you are, fourth row. This is the lot line. So beyond this, behind here, you're no longer in Lighthouse Point Estate. So this is a fourth row lot. Here is a security house, and this is where the construction crews and maintenance crews come through. This is that gate. Yeah, 1,916 square meter lot, so almost half an acre. This is the main entrance. And this is what I'm talking about, this beach. It's just gorgeous, beautiful to swim in. Sometimes you'll hear me describe beaches as delicious. It's a delicious beach. The water is delicious. So again, anything specific here in the description? Welcome to Casa Buena Diaz, located in Lighthouse Point Estates, which is a gated and guarded 24/7 beach community, giving you peace of mind. The home is well designed, open concept, contemporary feel home, contemporary feel home, just perfect for enjoying outdoor living, and is just steps to a gorgeous white sand beach that features world-class shore, fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and is a great swimming beach. Yep, I agree with all that. Take a dip in your pool year-round, or soak in the hot tub after a long day of fun looking up at the stars. That is something that is true right there, because there is almost no light pollution. That's what like there's no city lights to keep you from watching the Milky Way and all of these stars and satellites and meteor showers and stuff like that. It's gorgeous. I will agree with you. It is beautiful right there. Did they mention the HOA on this one? Okay, $700, and that is yearly. $700 for the year. That's less than $70 per month on your HOA. Again, you're pretty much keeping just the security guard. There's really no common area gardens or water or electricity to keep up. Tax amount 18,000. I'm sure that's pesos, but that's for the current property. As I've mentioned in previous property owner, I've mentioned in previous episodes that you will be reassessed at time of closing, and something like this you'll likely pay closer to like $1,700 a year. Again, I'm being conservative. It'll likely be less, but I'd rather prepare you for more and have you be delighted that it's less. All right. So Quintas Terranova, this is in the East Cape, just east of San Jose del Cabo. And if I zoom back in a little bit, you can see that this subdivision has already been traced out. All of these are lots. These thick lines are the roads. And so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different rows of lots and 2 roads that give you access to all of these lots with these intersections here. Looks like there's a common area park over here, or green area as they like to call it. And you're not too far from these beaches. And again, one of the things I'd like to remind you about this area just east of San Jose del Cabo, it'll take you about, 40 minutes after you leave San Jose to get here, about 30 to 40 minutes to get to La Fortuna del Sargento. And you notice by the geography here, these are great surf breaks. La Fortuna has a wonderful surf break right here, as you can see right here with these waves, these swells. This is another surf break right here. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You easily have all of these surf breaks right here to choose from within a 5 to 10 minute drive. So if you like, off-grid living, if you, want to be out there, enjoy these beautiful, like it kind of shows right here, this kind of starry nights with great surf, man, this is it. Owning out in this location is where you want to be. It may not be this property. I don't know if it's right for you or not. Let me know. Let me know if it's something that interests you. But this is something really great as far as location is concerned. Now, the property, this looks like it's a spec home, pre-construction, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,900 plus square feet for $860,000. Let me know if this is something that appeals to you. Again, with pre-construction, we need to do our due diligence. We want to make sure that we're working with a reputable builder, developer that will complete the project on time and as promised with quality work, right? That is the most important thing. Mostly down here, you will be releasing funds based on advances of construction. So that is something, and it looks like they're reached a certain point where they're like not willing to move forward until they get a buyer. So that's common as well, guys. So if you say, well, why haven't they finished it? Because the developer doesn't want to use the rest of his money to finish it and have it just simply sit there. They want, to have a buyer. But I don't know. I mean, these are photographs only, right? And it looks like there might be more than one construction ongoing here at a time. This does not look rusted to me. They could just be waiting for one part to settle before they start pouring the cement on that floor. I don't know. We'd have to look into it. Is this something that interests you? Would you like living out there? Are you a surfer? Do you have any questions about something like this? Let me know. Your feedback is very important to me. Okay, so let's look at this one. Right at the $900,000 mark, we're in San Jose del Cabo, and I believe, yes. Okay, this is Tortuga Bay. So Tortuga Bay hit the hybrid button here. Tortuga Bay is found in the Fonatur Hotel Zone area of San Jose del Cabo. If you're interested in the downtown historic area, it is located literally right here. This is the famous plaza area, the church. Oops, right over here. The plaza area, the famous cathedral church. You're into the art district. This is all right here. Tons of restaurants, very colonial construction, all right here. Great restaurants, and again, easy to get to. And because you have all these resorts, you can enjoy their restaurants as well, unless they're all inclusive. So I mean, everything is within walking distance, truly, including the beach and shopping. I mean, it's all really here within walking distance. I mean, if you needed an Uber, I guess you would. But between the beach, the shopping, the restaurants, you could hoof it, as they say. Now, back to this specific development. It is from a developer that is very reputable, has been here for many, many years, longer than I have in Cabo San Lucas. And Tortuga Bay, this I believe is phase two. So let me show you. It is right on the beach. The first phase is very sexy, very nice. And now they're working on the second phase. So again, these buildings here up front in the foreground of this photograph, these are already done and completely been there for several years. You have these pools right here, very nice. This section you hear in the back, these are actually renders, and this is the second phase, all right here. And you do get to have some nice views from this. So obviously they've modernized the development with this second phase. 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,500 plus square feet, $900,000. The beach is beautiful. You can horseback ride on it. Great for, but you know what? If there was a downside, here's the downside. It's not per se the best swimmable beach. But that said, you're very close to Costa Azul, which is a surf break, just about 5 minutes away, 10 minutes with traffic. You can get there, Costa Azul. But again, great location, oceanfront community, and that's what's really nice about this one. Do they mention what the HOA is on this one? No, they do not. Tortuga Bay, 1,340 AC square footage. Tortuga Bay is an oasis of luxury and beauty tucked away in the heart of San Jose del Cabo's hotel zone. Located directly on the beach, each unit is mere steps away from the turquoise waters of the Sea of Cortez, perfectly situated just a few short minutes from the historic San Jose del Cabo and 20 minutes from the Los Cabos International Airport. This rare beachfront development offers unparalleled convenience and elegance. Tortuga Bay is a serene oasis nestled in the heart of San Jose's vibrant hotel. Is that repeating? Yes, it is. As the final chance to own a beachfront residence in this coveted area, the community features resort-style amenities designed to elevate your lifestyle, including state-of-the-art pickleball courts, all within a secure 24-hour gated enclave. Tortuga Bay is created by a highly esteemed developer with decades of experience delivering exceptional quality. Each residence is thoughtfully designed with high-end finishes, including stainless steel appliances, custom solid wood carpentry, marble flooring, granite countertops, and spacious marble-appointed bathrooms. Unit 3511 is a second-floor, two-bedroom condominium that offers over 1,500 square feet of spectacular beachfront living with ocean views. It's 1,340 square feet of internal zoned air conditioning living space with a generous 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Yep, I would agree with everything they said. Yep. All right, let's move on to this one. So now we've gone, as you see, in so far in our time together, we've gone from Loreto down to the La Paz area, to La Ventana, El Sargento, down to just La Ribera is what we saw right there, La Ribera. We actually toured by the East Cape, over by the La Fortuna area, and now we just finished up with San Jose del Cabo. And now for $882,240, interesting number, we find ourselves in Cabo San Lucas on the Cabo corridor, just as you enter Cabo San Lucas. Now, this is on a hillside known as the El Tizal hillside. This is a phenomenal area. It is a very well self-contained hillside. And I say that because you will find that you have Home Depot, you will have multiple supermarkets, including you have a Fresco, which is like a nice little gourmet type supermarket. You will find Costco. You will find a 24-hour supermarket known as Soriana. You'll find Walmart. In addition to that, plenty of gasoline stations, several hospitals, doctors' offices. You'll also find that you'll have amenities such as, for you pet lovers, veterinarians, and lots of restaurants, all located on this hillside. You don't have to go into town unless you really want to. You don't have to leave the hillside at all. Great places to go hiking as well, mountain biking if you're into that sort of stuff, and even a farm-to-table restaurant known as El Huerto. Phenomenal hillside, great location. And as we look at this hillside here, this community is a gated community of custom-built homes. And what that means is this property, which is located on this polygon right here, this little lot, is going to have protected views, and it's a tremendous incline. This is the top point, the highest point. From here in any direction this way, it all goes downhill from there. Right? So you're going to have some very well protected views, and that's one of the things that you can enjoy. Just down this paved road right here, you'll find Home Depot and Fresco. So again, if you need to go to the supermarket, I mean, literally you are less than 5 minutes away, 3 minutes away from the supermarket. Go pick up something. You're doing a home project. You got Home Depot right there. You need a doctor. There's a doctor right there as well, in addition to a great fine spirits and wine store as well. So, I mean, literally right at the end of the street right here. So you don't have to go very far at all. And if you were to go down this other road over here, you would find yourself with access to Costco, a 24-hour supermarket, and lots of restaurants and other amenities at your fingertips. So very great location. Let's take a look at the views. So again, this is Oceana. And as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different towers. Each tower has its own pool area. So again, no fighting over pools. No fighting over like, hey, you know what? Let's go put out our towel, and save a spot in your own community. Which frankly speaking, let's be honest, many communities have a pool. Yes, they do. But like not to have everybody there all at once. And in this example, yeah, it's true. Who's going to go there all at once? But here you will rarely have any issues at all. I mean, you'll feel like you have the place all to yourself all the time, which isn't bad, right? And what's really nice about these condominiums is these amazing terraces where they're like floating residences in the sky is really what it makes you feel, almost as if you were on a cruise ship, sort of, because there's nothing to block your view. There's no columns. As you can see right here, this is a corner unit. And look at that right there. These beautiful, just wide open shots of Land's End. I have been in these condos already. They're gorgeous, very high ceilings, lots of light, big bedrooms, spacious. You will have a spa on site. You will have your own owner's car wash on site, gymnasium on site, wellness center, if I'm not mistaken. There's your kids club. Yeah, wellness residences, as you can see right here. Very, very nice. We've talked about Oceana in the past before because they also have a very unique offering of fractional ownership. In one of the buildings, you can own a fraction. So instead of purchasing and owning a property for $882,000, what if you could have just the time that you know you're going to use it personally for less than $200,000? Let's say about 160-ish. Right around in there. What if you could own that? Would that be something that would interest you? Give me your comments down below. Let me know if that's something that would be of interest to you. Okay, we're on to our final 3. I believe we'll be able to wrap these up in the next 10 minutes or so. Thank you for joining me so far. This is our 9th episode where we're covering from $800,000 to $900,000. We do this in $100,000 increments all the way up to $1 million, and then we do 2 final episodes of 1.5 to 1 million and 2 million to 1.5. What can I find within that price range? And now we find ourselves with this property at 875 out on the Pacific. And I believe this one is located in the Pescadero area, if I recall. And Pescadero is found about 15 odd minutes away from Todos Santos, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from Cabo San Lucas on the Pacific side. Great thing to make note of right here is the climate is much cooler in this area in comparison to being in Cabo San Lucas, as an example, or even in comparison to being in San Jose. It just gets cooler and cooler as we go up the Pacific side all the way to Todos Santos. And here, lots of, as you can see, agriculture. So you're going to find some very nice farm-to-table restaurants here. in addition to one that's very common called Agricole. Very great place to go check out. San Pedrito Beach is known for its surf break, and you're not too far away from the famous Cerritos surf break also. So you're kind of like right in between these two surf breaks right here. So as a surfer, this is a great spot. And if I recall, with this property, you're looking at, what was the acreage on here? Was it over like about a half an acre? Yeah, 45% of an acre, right? So you're looking at about 1,600, a little over like 1,800 square meter lot right here is what we're looking at. Not too bad at all. That's a good size lot. And I don't believe that they're really making the most use of it. So that means that there's still plenty of room for you to be creative with this property. All right, let's take a look at it. Clearly, it's a 2-story with a rooftop. You have a nice little dipping pool, swimming pool right here. This is actual tiled floor. Like in other places, we've seen them kind of make this little grid on a polished cement floor, but these are actual tiled floors. So they're large format tiles, which give it a nice look. Two bedrooms, 3 baths, just over 3,400 square feet. You know, it's neat how they use that tile work outside on the side of the wall to give it that motif. It's almost as if they broke this up into 2 separate living properties. Like you have an upstairs and a downstairs condo almost. Let's see what they tell us about that. Here's your view, I believe, from the rooftop. So this is the property we've been looking at. They say, like I said, just about half of an acre. I believe they don't really show the limitations here of the property, but it could be something like this. Something for us to discover together. Okay, we've started to repeat some pictures here, so let's take a look. Excuse me. Casa Azul, modern living by Pescadero Beach, tucked away in a peaceful cul-de-sac at the bottom of the iconic Baja Beans Road. Casa Azul is a modern architectural gem, offering total privacy with effortless beach access. Stylish 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath home sits on a spacious 1,835-meter lot surrounded by mature tropical landscaping, all maintained with a rainbird irrigation system. Located just steps from the golden sands of Pescadero Beach, you're minutes from world-class surf, farm-to-table restaurants, and wellness hotspots. Inside the home spans 1,348 square feet with thoughtful high-end touches, custom alder cabinetry, granite countertops, Series 3800, 4200 aluminum windows with screens, tiled bathrooms with enclosed showers, and ceiling can lights throughout. The house is fully insulated with core foam injection and exterior panels for efficiency, powered by CFE electricity and supported by 2 10,000-liter cisterns on a Hido water contract. So we've talked about water before. This just simply means that it's not municipal water, but the original owners of the land, the communities that the families that owned all of this land originally, the farmland, they have wells and they supply you with water from those wells. So the amenities are stacked: a whole house reserve osmosis system, 4 mini split AC units, Bosch on-demand water heaters for each floor, and biodigester waste system. 410 square foot garage includes an automatic door and laundry hookups. You know, it looked to me as if there were 2 kitchens. Maybe I'm one of them is more of a wet bar than a kitchen in that respect, but it doesn't mention it here. Outdoor features include 160 square foot PebbleTech finished pool, solar heating, rooftop shade structure, stamped concrete patios. Let me see. Okay. Downstairs can function. See, this is what I saw. The layout also offers flexibility. The downstairs can function as a separate guest suite or rental unit. That's what I noticed. Okay, I said it looks like it's 2 different condos, and an additional 800-meter building pad on the property is ready for a casita or second home. And that's what I was talking about. You can definitely expand on this property. And again, Airbnb it, live in a part of it, offset costs, whatever. It's just so many opportunities with this particular property. It's a really nice find. All right. No HOA, by the way. All right, let's move on to the next one. We've got about 10 minutes left. Thank you again for joining me. I really, really appreciate your company. So this one is located, if I'm not mistaken, in Todos Santos. And this is on the north end of Todos Santos, on the other side of the Oasis. Let's hit the hybrid here. So as you can see, it's very close to the ocean. Calle Las Playitas is the main road, if you would, that leads you directly back into the Todos Santos area. Here's Hotel California right over here. And this green belt that you see right here is what I call the Oasis, okay, area right here. So that, again, great location. By the way, if you are a surfer, there is really great access points. You're not too far away. Here's Pescadero, right? So again, Todos Santos, yeah, you have to drive through town a little bit. Let's say that gives you about 10 minutes. Add an extra 10 minutes. In 20 odd minutes, you're in Pescadero. You're surfing at San Pedrito Beach. Add an extra 10 minutes. You're over here in Cerritos. So in about a 20 odd minute drive, 25 minutes, you've got 2 surf breaks that you can enjoy. Tons of restaurants between Cerritos, Pescadero, and Todos Santos. So phenomenal. Obviously, you do have to, if you go to La Paz or go to Cabo San Lucas, if you really want to stock up on stuff, that'll be the place to go. But you're about 40 odd minutes away from either of those 2 destinations. So great location. You're equidistant to everything. Let's take a look at the property. So this one right off bat, it makes me feel like it was built about 10 years ago, maybe, or less. It's got this great eclectic, Mexico beachy vibe to it. This kind of mangrove preserved tree right here is usually used outdoors on palapas and whatnot. So to see it indoors, it's a neat little feature. It's got, these Mexican style, I mean, we're in Mexico, right? But you know what I mean. These, Mexican style ceramic tiles that's give it a certain, truly Mexican feel. So yeah, we're kind of back to one of those comments that some clients have always shared with me. It's like, I want a home that makes me feel like I'm in Mexico. Does this make you feel like you're in Mexico? Right? I think it does. I think it meets that standard. And look at the size of this lot right here. Again, you're buying land, you're buying the property, you're buying location. That's what you're getting here with this specific. And look at the sunsets, the whales. I think we've looked at all the pictures at this point. So let's take a look at the description and see what they tell us here. Again, 3 bedrooms, 2 full, 1 half bath, 4,400 square feet. I believe that includes the terraces. Nestled within the serene landscape of Las Tunas. This is the neighborhood that is north of Todos Santos area. Stands a charming Spanish colonial style home, beckoning those in search of tranquility and coastal charm. With its picturesque setting, this 3-bedroom retreat offers an oasis of relaxation amidst the natural beauty of Baja California Sur, Baja California Sur. Approaching the residence, one is immediately struck by the lush greenery that surrounds the property. Mature palm trees sway gently in the ocean breezes, their fronds whispering tales of the sea. The rhythmic sounds of waves crashing against the shore provides a soothing backdrop to the tranquil atmosphere. 3 bedrooms and 2 and 1 half baths. Casa Abrazos. You know what abrazos means? Abrazos means hugs. So Casa Abrazos is a home to gather with friends and family and enjoy the stunning views of the Pacific as well as the ample outdoor spaces. At Casa Abrazos, guests can gather in the spacious outdoor patios beneath the shade of palm trees, sipping cocktails as they watch the sun dip below the horizon. Well, what can I tell you? This guy's a poet and didn't know it. They're doing a good job in describing this place. Here we go. Yep. Again, no HOA to worry about. Lot size, just about half an acre of land is what we're talking about right here. So nice parcel, really nice parcel. All right, guys, we have time for our final property. Or no, that was it. That was it. So I did my best. I kind of started off a little slow on this one because I was really kind of formulating my thoughts. I apologize for that. I'm doing my best to get better at these. I'm really not used to this. So hopefully, your soothing comments and your constructive criticism will help me further along with this. That said, I do enjoy doing this. It's fun to share the destination that I call home and the state that I love. I haven't found a better place to live in yet. And if I did, I'd be there. This place has been my home for 25 years, and I love it. What can I tell you? So thank you again for joining me. I'd love to share more, but I don't know if you're following. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. That'll keep you updated on any future episodes that we pull out. And well, don't forget to like and share with your friends and your family. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful evening and have a great day, guys. Talk soon.